you need an edge to go fight. You know, right?
Jiu-jitsu is not fighting because you're not hitting each other.
Right.
And I mean,
it's more of a.
I mean, a boxing match is obviously a fight.
Right.
But it's not in the new definition. In the new definition, a fight is a mixed martial arts fight and even then, there's rules that are applied.
Right.
Right? So, like, there's no eye gouging, there's no ball kicks, there's no hitting to the back of the head.
Right.
You can't elbow someone to the back of the head, which is, in a way, healthier for the athletes involved, but in another way, more delusional because it removes a very dangerous, like Eddie Bravo's always talking about that when guys used to take guys' backs in the early days, what they would do instantly is elbow to the back of the head. Like It didn't matter if you defend the choke or not. If someone starts smashing the back of your head, you're fucked. It's a terrible position to be in.
Yeah.
That is removed from MMA. So because that's removed from MMA, you almost have to look at an MMA fight, which is absolutely a fight, as in a way kind of a match, a mixed martial arts match, because the rules are so rigid.
Right.
Much more loose than boxing, but still rigid.
Right.
So you got a jiu-jitsu match, for sure. Not really a fight.
Yeah.
Because you can't get leg kicked, you can't get elbowed in the face, you're not going to get kneed into a coma.
Right.
It's a totally different experience than a fight. And it's almost disrespectful in some ways to call a jiu-jitsu match a fight.
Right.
But other people like to refer to it as fight. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right?
If you don't know and you're just looking at it from the outside.
Boxing match is more like a fight.
Right.
Right? Because you're hitting each other and there's grave danger. And you're really trying to kill each other.
Right.
I mean, you're smashing each other, right? Not trying to kill, but
you
are using your explosive force on a person, trying to take them out, and it's a very dangerous encounter with severe consequences for your brain.
Right. Yeah.
That's a fight.
Yeah.
But it's a fight with very limited rules.
Yeah.
Because like a Muay Thai fighter, a really good Muay Thai fighter, would kill most really good boxers if the boxer didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Because a really good Muay Thai fighter, it's going to be very hard to hit him, to get that close to him, and he's going to start kicking your legs immediately.
What's Muay Thai?
It's Thai boxing.
Okay.
Because they have more weapons. They have legs. They kick the legs a lot.
Yeah.
And they'll push you away with their front kick. There's like so much stuff that you're not going to be able to do.
Right.
A boxer would be way better with his hands, but a Muay Thai fighter is usually pretty good with their hands already, especially good enough to land a shitload of kicks on you and keep you from getting in range. And if you did get in range, they clinch you and they knee you in the body and they elbow you in the head. It's a way more complete striking system than regular boxing.
Right. Do you feel like there's too many rules? Like, do you feel like it should be just opened up in MMA? Like,
yes,
and make
no.
it real?
Yes and no, because I like specialists. Like, I love that Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight because it was a real specialist. You got to see like a really elite high level striker from MMA become almost helpless against a world champion, probably the best ever boxer.
Right.
You get to see.
Yeah.
This is what happens when a specialist fights someone who's really good at something.
Yeah.
Like me, if I wanted to roll against someone who's like a real high level jiu-jitsu black belt, I would get killed.
Right.
But if you got a really good jiu-jitsu black belt from the UFC, they would kill me. But a really good jiu-jitsu black belt from the UFC might get killed by a really good jiu-jitsu world champion. It's like there's all these levels and levels, and the only way you achieve those levels is a true specialist. Like a true specialist it's at such a different level. Like if you watch, you know who Sanchai is? You ever heard of Sanchai from Thailand? He's probably one of the greatest ever combat sports athletes ever, and he fights every couple weeks. I follow him on Instagram. He's 36 years old. He fights people way smaller than him all the time. And although he knocks a lot of people out, most of his fights are won by him just doing shit to the opponent that they just can't deal with. He just kicks the shit out of them. He hits them when they're not looking. I mean, they don't know what he's doing. He's so clever and fast. I mean, he's just a wizard, a technical wizard inside the ring. And when you watch him, you realize, like, oh, well, there's levels even to this thing. Like, this guy is such a specialist. That anybody outside of that, like if Floyd Mayweather wanted to fight Sanchai, and he let Sanchai kick him, it would be one of the most lopsided fights you've ever seen. It would be horrific to watch. Watching a world-class boxer just getting exposed. Just legs kicked out from under him, kicked in the face, legs kicked out from under him, knee in the face, elbowed in the head.
Well, don't you think McGregor, if he was allowed to do his thing,
for sure,
right?
For sure.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Sanchai could probably do that to McGregor.
Right.
There's levels and levels. What McGregor encountered with Floyd Mayweather, he would encounter in Thai boxing,
Right.
with like a fantastic, one of the greatest ever, in a guy like Sanchai.
So it sounds like the rules actually make it more interesting.
They do
because you
make it
have
more
to become
interesting.
right.
Yeah. So the only way you find out who the really best jiu-jitsu guys is,
Yeah.
you have to have them only compete in jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Because with striking, there's all this other stuff involved. You hurt people with punches and knees. But when you want to look at a complete system, mixed martial arts is as close as it comes without the elbows to the head and the kicks when the down to the head on a down fighter and the stomps and the knees to the head on a down fighter.
Right.
And then the really dirty shit like eyeball pokes and knees to the balls.
Just
stuff
gonna,
like that.
yeah.
So it's always going to be a match.
Right.
You can't bite someone's nose off. It's always going to be a match.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like a
there's got to
fight
be
like
some
animals.
limit. Yeah.
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 But you still call it a fight.
Right. So how many hills do I have to run to get back into my old shape?
Well, I think it's this whole fucking goddamn delicious bread you're making. That's an issue.
It's